It is another day, which yes, that does mean we have a ton of brand new Nintendo news and just video game news in general to talk about today. Now, some of these things could be a little bit concerning for the future of the Switch and the Switch 2 in the States or even just any other country, really. We have a lot of people talking about the brand new Star Fox game, and it seems like it is getting some better reviews than a lot of people were thinking, and a big company that people are wanting Nintendo to buy. So make sure to stay tuned for this entire video because we got a lot to discuss. But right before we hop into it, please subscribe to the channel. I'll reach my goal of 10,000 subscribers, guys. We are getting so close. Let's see if we can hit our goal of 20 subscribers today. Let's hop right into it. Firstly, I want to start off with the Switch Online price increase in Japan. So at the moment, this is just in Japan. And now a lot of people are getting nervous about this because the Switch 2 price increase happened first in Japan. Thankfully in a lot of other places, such as here in the States, they announced that price hike way ahead of time. So the Switch 2 here in the States still has not had the price increase just yet. That's happening, I believe it is September 1st. And we are living in an age where everything is getting a price increase, right? So a lot of people are like, oh no, this may not be good, because if they're going to increase the price in Japan and it still does well, then oh no, we better just hope that they do not increase the price here in the States or in Europe or just anywhere else, right? The current price of the Switch Online, I think, is pretty good, especially with, PlayStation and Xbox with their subscriptions being definitely a lot more expensive. Even if you just pay for the cheapest Switch Online option, which is actually what I do, I'm pretty sure it's $20 for a year or something like that. It's very cheap and extremely affordable, and that's how it should be, because the hobby of playing video games and the love of playing video games should not break our wallets. You know what I'm saying? Like, this should not break our banks. Just basically talking about what it provides access to, which, I mean, it is a pretty good selection, and if you are using it a lot, it is worth it. The price for the Switch Online has remained the same since 2017, which is genuinely impressive. Like, if you are comparing that to the other big gaming companies like Xbox and PlayStation, they raise them all of the time. Remember, like a couple of months ago, Xbox literally doubled it and then everyone went on a rampage. So they did eventually lower the price a little bit, but it's still higher than what it once was. You can see the price increase right here, and just looking at it, it's really not too bad. I mean, it's basically $55 up to $61, which is not terrible. Obviously, it's only about a $6 increase, and not to glaze Nintendo or anything, but all of their price increases for everything they've been doing still has been pretty reasonable just in comparison to everything else. I've said that like twice already, but it's just so true. Like, we have the Steam machine at a ridiculous price. Like, the cheapest one is what, like $1,000, and it doesn't even come with a controller, I believe. So like, how is that even possible? And it's not even as impressive as it could potentially be, or it should be. Like, that's a whole topic in itself right there. But of course, we know Nintendo increasing the Switch 2 cost only by $50, whereas all the other consoles have increased it by like 100, 150, 200, whatever it may be. Apparently, Nintendo have also confirmed that South Korea is going to get this price increase too, which I'm not sure why I didn't say that up at the top, but still. And apparently, Nintendo said that the Switch Online is offered as a globally unified service, so pricing will be revised to support appropriate alignment among regions. It's almost certain then that Nintendo's price increase will be limited to Japan in order to ensure that the price of the Switch 2 is closer aligned between regions, because as the yen continues to struggle, the result is a larger discrepancy in price between digital service on the Switch Online. As a result, a 12-month Switch Online plan currently costs the equivalent of about $14.86, whereas in the US it costs $20 basically. Next week's price increase in Japan will take it up to about $18.58, which I believe that's what I was talking about earlier, where like the absolute cheapest subscription possible, where you don't really get access to all the extra games and stuff that they offer. So it does seem like it's probably just gonna stay in Japan at this moment. I don't think they're going to do this in the States or in Europe or anywhere else anytime in the near future, but I wouldn't say it's impossible. And if they do raise the online price, I don't think they're going to raise it by much, because I think Nintendo understands that they can't just raise the price to an insane amount. But let me know your thoughts about that. I know that's definitely going to be a little bit controversial. Also, if you have not heard, which I'm sure most of you guys have, there is a demo version of Rhythm Paradise Groove. I feel like demos are so important, and I'm a big fan of them. So let me know, do you guys like demos? I also wanted to bring up that the Star Fox Metacritic score is at an 81, which is really good. And now, I'm not saying that like a Metacritic score should really justify, how everybody enjoys a game. Like, I'm not going to say a game is amazing just because Metacritic says it's amazing, right? Or same thing, if Metacritic gives a game a very low score, I'm not going to say that game is just bad, because obviously everybody's opinions are different. I can enjoy a super bad game, you can enjoy a super bad game, or vice versa, whatever. But it's still good to see that a lot of people are giving this game good reviews and good scores, because a lot of people are a little skeptical just because, 100% original. As you guys know, it's like a remake of a remake of a remake. But it is good news. I think Star Fox really did need some sort of redemption, and to put it in the modern day gaming atmosphere, I think that's super important, especially because we have leaks of us getting another Star Fox game probably next year that is going to be an original game, like a 100% original Star Fox game, not a remake or anything or a port. Original storyline that should be dropping next year, which I'm very hyped for. I'm definitely going to get this game eventually, but life at the moment is very, very packed. So I'm probably just going to wait and pick up a pre-owned copy of this in a couple of months, and then I guess I'll have to let you guys know. But yeah, how are you feeling about Star Fox? Are you guys going to be playing this game? Did you pre-order it? Something that's really cool is Sega is actually re-releasing the original Sonic Genesis games on $100 cartridges. Okay, like that's insane. Extremely cool though. And this is 100% a huge collector's item. It's a 35th anniversary of Sonic right now, and these are playable on NTSC Sega Genesis consoles, which I think is really, really cool. Now, I'm a big fan of Sonic, but I'm definitely not going to be buying one of these, but I can't lie. Like, they are pretty sick, and I know that these are probably going to sell out immediately. We're going to have a 30-minute broadcast with all of the upcoming Capcom games this week, which is really cool. Just yet another ginormous announcement for the month of June. June has been pretty big with its announcement, so it's going to be June 25th at 2 p.m. PT, 5 p.m. EST, and then 10 p.m. BST. So there's going to be information on upcoming titles and then updates to the games that they currently have out now. Let me know, are you guys going to be watching this? Or are you just going to see some recaps? Now let's talk about Microsoft for a second. Microsoft is apparently considering selling Xbox, and now this has a lot of people tweeting at Nintendo or just asking Nintendo to buy Xbox. I swear for years, like literally since the Switch came out, I swear we've just been hearing about how Nintendo and Xbox should merge or just become like real business partners, and wanting, Xbox games to be on the Switch or, other Nintendo consoles. And Xbox have been kind of doing that recently. Like, they have been kind of starting to branch out, putting games on the PlayStation 5, but it seems like now Xbox is actually going back to just Xbox exclusives for the most part. But could you imagine if Nintendo bought Xbox? I don't think it's gonna happen. I really, really do not think that's gonna happen, especially since Xbox, man, listen, I've been an Xbox fan my entire life, but my goodness, I swear they just be doing the wrong thing all of the time. They are just constantly doing the wrong thing, and they are just losing money like crazy. They are just, man, I don't even know. It stinks, but they are going on the right track. They definitely have been going on the right track recently. But yeah, do you guys think Microsoft is going to sell Xbox? I kind of don't think that they're going to. I low-key think this is probably just some sort of stunt or something just to get some more eyes on Xbox, but it's not impossible. I just don't think Nintendo's ever going to buy it. So if you do hear anything about Nintendo buying Xbox, it's more than likely not going to happen. Also, some interesting news about GTA 6. So I don't really talk about GTA 6 and stuff that much on the channel, but my channel is mainly Nintendo stuff, or like, Nintendo adjacent. But I know a lot of you guys are probably going to be playing GTA 6. Let me know, are you going to be playing it? Rockstar did confirm that there's going to be no disc exclusive for the game at a launch. So the boxed copies are just going to have a download code. The standard edition is going to be $80, and the ultimate edition, which is going to obviously have a bunch of in-game rewards, is apparently going to be $100, and the physical versions will contain just a download code in the box. There is a Polish site that reported that GTA 6 is probably going to be getting a physical release later in 2027, and apparently the decision to do that is just to avoid leaks, which honestly kind of makes sense. I don't blame them at all for doing that. I'm obviously not a fan of the digital codes in boxes, but with this game specifically, I do get where they're coming from. It's a huge game. It's probably going to be one of the biggest games of the 2020s as far as, player base and sales. Like, I'm just really curious to see how this game is going to do. But if it is for the specific reasoning just to avoid leaks, I get it. I understand. And regardless, even if they do drop a physical copy in 2027, it's not going to affect the sales at all. People are still going to be buying this game. I'm not sure how many gigabytes this game is going to be. I'm just assuming it's going to be huge, because we already have a lot of modern day games being like 200 gigabytes or just something ridiculous. So GTA 6, it's probably going to be a crazy, huge game. Anyway, thank you so much for watching today's video. I'd love to hear your ideas and just hear what you were thinking about this stuff. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.